I think the best person to shed light would be the judiciary when this matter gets there. But what I certainly believe, my legal opinion, my opinion on the legal position is you can only appoint a commissioner from someone who is substantively the commissioner prior to retirement. I don't believe you can appoint a commissioner who was granted an extension or who was on contract and then deem them commissioner. I certainly believe that's legally flawed, and I believe that this ought to be challenged in court. But I do want to make a point and take advantage of this opportunity to say it is not in the interest of any society where you have the leader of the opposition who represents half of that society expressing a complete lack of confidence in the person who heads law enforcement to proceed with such a person. Question of politics. This is a question of upholding the law and the land, and it's a question of law and order. And if you have such strong objections coming from the leader of the opposition, Mr. Norton, his lack of confidence in that particular candidate, I believe it's dangerous waters to persist with that candidate, because what happens is, unfortunately for Mr. Hicken, he's going to be perceived as the political candidate of the government of today. The government is going to be perceived as not being interested in arriving at the head of law enforcement being a person that enjoys at least some modicum of cross-political support. And therefore, the police force loses, as a result, significant amount of confidence of the people whose confidence they rely on. So with police officers going into difficult situations where the law orders, and they're going to be met with accusations of being the political law enforcement arm of the government of the day. And where you have, if we rely on the votes, half of the people not voting for this particular government, and the government insisting on their quote-unquote candidate for law enforcement, that this is not the way a modern society ought to be built and constructed.